Hey guys, Safe State here. So, what this is recently, back on Saturday, I decided to do a Payday 2 speedrunning stream on Twitch. For those of you who haven't been around that long, I have quite a history of not only Payday 2, but also Payday 2 speedrunning. If you didn't know, I was actually the first person to complete a full game run post the release of Crude Awakening. It took me a very long time, and there was no glory in it. It was but the rules were based off my run, so I just never chose to submit it. But I know in my heart I was the first. I can take from that. I have some pride in that. But anyway, I decided to do another Payday speedrunning stream mainly because if you go on speedrun.com, the glitchless boards were added a few months ago, and I haven't done speedrunning in a while. So I decided, yeah, let's do the glitchless runs because, oh god. Here. So I am going to just kind of give a director's commentary over this. To just kind of explain what that is. This level is Birth of Sky. This is a level where you jump out, you jump out of a plane to steal these money pallets. What I did there is I'm using RNG modifier, as you can see in the top right. And the idea is to control the spawns of certain things. So ideally, what you do there is if you hold forward and right as you jump out of the plane, you should be close enough to the rooftop to just be able to immediately pull that first one. With these 3 pallets, one of them always spawns broken. So the ideal strategy is to start the extraction on one of them, get roughly 4 bags on the broken pallet, and then make sure you're ready at the first money pallet so that you can extract it properly. Ideally, you manage this, you time it well, and then by the time you're able to get the second pallet started, you're able to get all the money on the broken pallet that you'll see in a moment. Threw a Molotov there just to see if I could reach it. Hopefully defend the bags a little bit more, but kind of in vain. So yeah, once we grab that, we go for it. We just want to step near there to spawn the second flare, so that'll get the second one started. Unfortunately, the bags did move a bit, so I am going to kind of struggle to get them back in order while throwing the other money bags on, but that's fine. I chose Birth of Sky as the first level to do just because I find it to be a very fun level. I enjoy the chaos of it. I enjoy the vibe. There's a special Lord of the Rings reference where you gotta find a bunch of rings for one of the achievements. That one was fun to do on my quest to 1,000 achievements. Yeah, so here I am stacking up as much of the money as I can, getting it attached. Jiro's giving me a little bit of problem moving away, but I am able to get it all together. Check for the helicopter there just to make sure it's not in already. Hop on the car just because if you're standing on top of the money, it's a little bit easier to rotate between the 4 hook spots, as you'll see in a moment. I'm just killing there for the sake of killing. So there we go. That one's away. We run off, and then as we step near this one, you see all 8 bags immediately get absorbed into the pallet, and we can immediately call it down. So at this point, we're just waiting it out.
And now we just gotta survive.
Since in Glitchless you can't really do any sequence breaks, because if you look at the run using glitches, there, I'm just moving myself there because you're not supposed to be hiding any UI elements, and I didn't want to cover Jiro's name. Daxon's tail is still technically covering part of Joy's name, but it's fine. It's fine. Hopefully. I don't know. At the time of recording this, the runs have not been verified. Hopefully they are, because I'm quite proud of these runs, but we could just do them again, because we know the RNG. So with the RNG of these runs, some important context is not every level has been solved. Birth of Sky is one of them. I decided to do 2 runs where the levels RNG had been solved and 2 where they weren't, just to have a bit of fun with it. There we go. Fasten the straps. So now we're going to immediately run to the sewers, because that's the escape point. Open it right there. Jump down to grab thermal paste. I'm using the Brothers Grimm shotguns to just kind of blow the guy out of the way. We grab the second one because you need 2. Now we just prepare. Leave. I'm just looking away because the flashing can be a bit intense. Once we're through, I see, oh, if you shield guys, just light them up to get them out of the way. Ignite the thermite paste. And now, again, we're just waiting. So I'm just continuing to blow them away. Something important that here, you see there's a boat here. You don't actually... Yeah, I struggle with it a little bit. You don't actually need to use the boat. But once you get in, it gets rid of the invisible wall that allows you to run. The reason why I'm shooting at my feet here is because I've got a skill, so where when my armor breaks, which is the white circle in the corner, I get a speed boost, so I'm just using my explosive shells to increase my movement speed. I stopped doing that here at this point because since I'm taking damage as I run, my armor isn't going to regenerate, but it does get me quite a far distance. And there we go. Once we're in the escape zone, now we just wait for the helicopter to come and take us away.
Let's go.
And that's Birth of Sky 615, which I'm quite happy about.
That's really
I set personal bests for all of these levels prior to the stream just to make sure I had a goal in mind. So we're just cutting right into the next one. This is Stealing Xmas. I messed up a little bit there. So this is a heist that takes place during Christmas at a mall. Basically, Vlad, who is the contractor for this mission, his brother hid coke around the mall. I fired the shot at this window just to make sure it was broken for when I opened it up. Got very lucky with this run, because the Tin Boy, even with the RNG modified, still can spawn in any of the 9 boxes within the store. So, very lucky on there. Replacing the shaped charges because we know the next one's going to be there. And it takes longer to blow up the door than to search the database, so this just makes sure it's open. There we go. I accidentally bag up the money there. I'm a little too jumpy on the gun, but there we go. We grab the high heels, which is the second bag of coke. Break that just to make sure I don't run into it. I jump down there because you need to smack him for the last one, but we know that it is in the wine store, and it's always the same box every time. So we're just waiting here. We grab it. There we go. Chuck it. And now we need to make it up to the roof to call in the airdrop. I do take a little bit longer than I'd have liked to just because I forget the orientation of where the stairs are. But you'll see the objective popping at the top. We were moving so fast that it hasn't even shown us the pick from the wine. Grab that money bag I accidentally got earlier. And so part of this heist is waiting for the C4 to drop, waiting for the helicopter to come back. So I decided to use this time just to just raid the small, just steal everything else. There we go. Also because I'm using explosive weapons, like here, there tends to be a bit of collateral damage. I definitely killed some civilians there, so this is just to help pay for the cleaner's costs. These runs are all on normal difficulty, so they're not particularly high, both the fees and the reward, but it's still nice to just make sure that's covered. There we go. So I heard the 30-second warning, so I'm running up ahead to make sure I'm waiting in the right spot. Because again, I want to be efficient about it. Killing cops with the judge just to make sure I don't have that many people shooting at me. We are running Frenzy, so we are, lower health, and we move faster with lower health, but, we don't want to get too low. We don't want to take too many unfortunate shots. I looked away initially to try and dodge the flashbang, but I decided there, might as well just try and shoot it. That could have ended poorly for me, because you don't really want to go blind. I don't have the kind of muscle memory to know the exact route, especially when you're moving at high speeds. For that one, I decided not to shoot it, and you can see, even if you're looking away from the flashbang, there we go. It can still affect you. What I did there was I landed on the foliage because I needed to break my fall. Obviously, if you fall directly from the roof to the ground floor where the tree is, you're going to take lethal damage. In one of the runs from this stream, I did so, and I thankfully got revived right at the 2-second mark. It did take a while because the AI had to run all the way down from the roof to get me, and they almost didn't get it in time. But yeah, again, I'm just kind of running around waiting, because at this point we can't really do anything until Bile, our helicopter pilot, gets back, because we're going to hook that tree up to his helicopter and steal it, take it with us. See, I'm just raiding through. This one is, yeah, that's another civilian kill.
That was just civilian. Yeah,
so this one is, I'd say, the simplest. The biggest thing you have to worry about is the RNG with the Tin Boy. That's the biggest element of, like, randomness here. But other than that, it's just memorizing your pathing, memorizing the pattern, and making sure you have a clean run. So there we go, Bile drops in. Once we're able to, we attach the winch. And then it just becomes a matter of waiting for Harbin. And there we go. There we go. Hit him, and now we just wait. I'm running around just racking up kills, mainly for the fun of it. Because you can't really make Harbin move any faster. So this is just killing for the sake of funny ragdolls. It takes some
I don't know.
a good, like, 25, 20 seconds, but there. We're airlifted out, and now we just have to wait for it to end. And there we go. A nice, clean 518.
Let's go.
This is Cursed Kill Room. There's an epilepsy warning here.
Oh, God.
I think this is the most fascinating one, so I'll try to talk through it quick, because this one's easily the fastest. Yeah, so there's going to be that for the next 2 minutes, so feel free to skip forward in the video, because it hurt my eyes a lot.
I've seen the snow variation. This is kind of cool.
This level is snowy because I didn't set the RNG for that. I know I was asked that in the speedrun. I just didn't set it, and I randomly got this as my fastest run. So basically, that 5-minute timer at the top is ticking down. You might have noticed it ticks up in the other runs. Basically, this level is about maintaining your time, defending the safes, which your time freezes during then, to secure as much loot as possible. In the speed run, you're trying to blow through the timer as fast as possible, which I think makes it really interesting. The main way we're draining the timer is every time you either leave the area of the safe before, you know, the 60 seconds passes, or if you shoot that civilian cutout at the entrance, which that is RNG modified, we have that happen every time, you lose 20 seconds. So ideally, we're trying to loop as many times as possible in order to hit the cycle. Something interesting that we discovered is that once you get beneath, we're theorizing 30 seconds,
I think that's as far as
yeah,
we can push it.
you can't subtract it anymore. So at this point, we're just waiting it out. This one, I think, is more defined by the nearly hour of runs we did, at 45 minutes an hour that we did on that. Again, it's an epilepsy warning, but I think this is an absolutely fascinating level to speedrun because it's about running out the clock. Yes, we just wait for the timer to end, a button's going to appear, then we press it and we're out. I wish I had more time to talk about it, because I think it's fascinating. But, you know, it's short, it's simple. If your eyes can handle it, I'd say do it. Minute 49, very happy about that. Hotline Miami. This is the only 2-day heist we did. It's another one where the RNG isn't really properly set, so I tested some. This is the other half of the video. We only did 4 levels. You'll notice this is the longest one. So Hotline Miami starts out, you're at a motel, you're trying to find the commissar. There's a bunch of gangsters, so your entire goal, blow them away. It's the main reason I bring explosive shells for all of them, but I'm very happy. Another important aspect is at the start, the doors sometimes have claymores on them. So that's why I'm pre-shooting at all the doors, because, you know, if they blow up on you, it does a lot of damage, and that is time loss. Like, you can see how many of those are blowing up. So there we go, we got them all. Commissar calls in, we need to track his location. Here I'm just checking to see where the different gas canisters are. Basically, we need to grab 4 of them to light a bunch of cars on fire. There we go, we wait for it. I grabbed the furthest one. I could have been positioned there, saved myself a second or two, but, you know, that's what you learn with time. Yeah, pour him on, shoot it, keep running. There I did the trick to accelerate myself, but I still don't know if that was a matter of there was a claymore right there that I hadn't blown off and unfortunate timing, or if I just genuinely reduced my health below 0 by mistake. Again, like, I'm very proud of this run. It was my fastest. It could have been faster if I had made less mistakes, especially on day 1. Here we go. I run to the slightly further one there. Here we go, use the speed boost. Run to a slightly further one there, just because I figured the 4 closest. Here we go, we pour it, shoot it, wait for the next call trace. Our next objective after this is blowing up that gas station, so I'm mainly just killing the cops around that can do a lot of damage, and waiting by the C4 bag for the objective to proc. As you'll see here, more gangsters show up, so we just kill them again. Go. Pick it up, do the speed boost to just zoom myself over, place them super quickly. And this level ends with we need to break in to his underground lab there to trace his location. You can find the hatch early, so that's what I do to just remove that, just so that we can get that objective faster. Can really find a good spot to do it earlier, so I just did it there. So now we just wait. So Bile comes in now that we have found that. So this is just a matter of staying alive, so I'm just running around using my ice pick, because I'm kind of low on ammo after trying to kill all of the gangsters. So this is mainly just running around, picking up ammo. Yeah, I'm very happy with all the runs I did. I think this was a very fun stream to do, and I definitely want to do more speedrunning streams. Something I love about Payday is just how many levels there are, the individual level runs. Boop, kill that sniper. Because he could be quite annoying if he picks us. But a lot of the glitchless boards are empty. When the contractor boards were more empty, I did those as well for the same reason. Alright, so there we go. Now the bile's here. Pick it up as soon as it drops. We throw it to the truck. Could have done that earlier. We have to attach it right to the hatch, and then we just start up the truck. Boop. There we go. Now this is a matter of defend it, make sure nobody shuts off the truck.
Alright, let's just grab ammo.
And again, we're just picking up more ammo while the truck pulls by using our ice pick, which at this difficulty is a one-shot. See that guy going for it? Stab him. Tying down the hostage there, mainly to avoid shooting additional innocent civilians, but also it gives the cops another goal to focus on, so it takes some aggro off of us. And I'm just defending, making sure they don't stop the truck. You know, we're getting pretty close there. So run over. Stab. I bring trip mines here for these levels especially, so that we can just blow through the door. I do end up bringing a Ova saw in the second day. I just find the Brothers Grimm to be more useful here. I am a little confused here, because in every other level, in every other attempt, the crowbar is on the left side, and you see me here. I'm literally checking to make sure that the crowbar is supposed to spawn there. This is the only run where it didn't, and I think had other things gone right, I definitely could have got the time even lower, but I did make a lot of mistakes, like forgetting to actually grab the barcode here.
That threw me off, but...
Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes on day 1, so I think there's definitely room for improvement. But I'm again, very happy with the state of this run. There we go. This barcode reader takes about a minute, so we really are just holding out. The cops can stop this one as well, so this is mainly just a matter of waiting around. I'm trying to call down Dragon and Joy, because, you know, having the other heisters down here is nice for the sake of defense. even if they're following you back up the stairs, they can still shoot. I set up the turret as well, just to act as a little bit of extra distraction. And at this point, I figure if any cops are going to try to go for it, because we are in the, we are in the middle of assault waves, but I still want to watch just in case any strays come. There we go. Just waiting. And once I'm confident I can make it back to the car as the thing finishes, because I want to defend it for the maximum amount of time possible, that's when I finally make a break for it. It's one of the few timed objectives that doesn't have a timer on it at all, so it just requires memory. Go. Forget where the door is there. Bad on me. Twice. I make a lot of... Yeah, no. I think out of all the successful runs, this is the one I made the most mistakes on. Yeah. Thankfully, I only lose about 1 more second on the escape there and get 646.
Right, you know, it's our mess ups are fine. Because 646, that's
so to kind of explain the timing on payday runs, when you're doing a... Well, any run really, it uses the end game time in the crew stats menu. So that said 646 there. For the sake of this level, though, because it's multiple days, we bring... Or yeah, we'll count the time of both and add together. So for this one, very good spawn. I run out of the box immediately, just blow past the mobsters. Grab the C4, put it on there. I fire some shots because those guys right at the start can do a lot of damage. I'm standing back because I'm traumatized from a previous run where I blew myself sky high and had to reset on a very good run. So this is 4 floors. This is just us bursting through, trying to get to the top floor before the commissar flushes all of the coke we were promised. Taking a lot of damage, so I can't boost myself as much as I'd like. And yeah, I struggled a little bit here, but the reason, this is the entire reason we bring the Oversaw here. That door cannot be blown open with the trip mine, or the shape charge. So we just bring the Oversaw to blow through that door, and no other reason. It's there. There we go. That spawns like there every time because we get the RNG, and we just keep bursting through. We make it all the way up to the penthouse level. Make it to the door in about 70 seconds, which I'm quite happy about. Again, traumatized from a previous run, so I stand nice and far back, because with how fast we move, it is very unlikely that the AI is actually going to make it to us. And now that we've actually made it inside the penthouse, because that's the thing, it's not enough to blow it open, you have to actually make it inside to get bile to start coming. We are now just waiting for the bag to drop. I have it set as spawn location 1, which is right outside the door we just blew through, which, as far as I can tell, is the closest. I haven't checked the other spawn locations, because just like with Cursed Kill Room, RNG isn't solved for either day of Hotline Miami. So go. Since the Oversaw literally only has 1 usage in this level, I'm just using it to save a bit of Judge ammo, and I'm quite flush with it. There we go. Drill jump dropped right on me. Took me a second to notice it, but we set it up. And there we go. Now for the longest part of any of these runs. Even with this drill speed upgrade, this still takes 250 seconds to drill through, so we are just defending it. There are a few... Yeah, I believe it will break at least twice. At least once during basically a gunship will... Yeah. A helicopter will show up and firebomb the place, so yeah, I mess up there. I didn't have quite enough health to reset it. Yeah, we did go there. We reset it. Now we stand back. Well, the fire is up. No cops can actually go in there to stop it, which is great. But we still kind of want to keep an eye on it, because if it goes down again and the fire is still up, we won't survive. And unlike that, where... You know, we have the Inspire perk on our AI, so they'll be able to revive us from a range instantly. We'd otherwise need the AI to run into the fire and pick us up, which does take a few seconds. And, you know, anywhere we can save time is great. I accidentally blow myself up there trying to kill the shield swap. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, it takes quite a bit of time to revive. And if we were to go down like that when the drill needed to be repaired, that would be an immense amount of time loss.
Nice shot, genius.
Yeah, again, I'm mainly just running around, clearing house, picking up ammo. Because that's kind of the shame about some Payday levels. I was saying its praises, like, you know, Payday 2 is very fun. There are quite a few objectives in Payday which are just sit while the drill does the thing, which is quite tragic. Because there's really not much that you can do. You can listen to the Commissar's dialogue at least, but otherwise you are just standing around. I smacked it there because I do have a perk that gives me a 50% chance to reset a generator by hitting it. I unfortunately didn't hit the proc, so I did waste a little bit of time, but, you know, that's why we take the gambles.
I do think we do.
Yeah, we're only about halfway through the drilling process, so I am going to talk about my enjoyment of Payday speedrunning a little bit more. Because why not? Again, I started with the contractor runs. That's where I mainly got my fill. I spoke a bit about the glitch runs with Birth of Sky that we saw earlier. With glitches, you can complete that level in 58 seconds, which I'm sure 2/3 of that is just the plane segment, and then I assume it's just Bombi flying through the sky, pause buffering to massively accelerate on an older patch. Like, I would have to do a lot of learning in order to figure that out, and I just have a bit more fun playing Glitchless, because I did my full run Glitchless as well. It's kind of the, I find enjoyment of it. It takes a lot of skill to do what some of the other speedrunners have done to absolutely break the game. I saw a run recently by Luna Yuki, completing Big Bank in 40 to 50 seconds by putting on a pair of shades, grabbing dual silence pistols, and then moonwalking through a wall. Like, it is incredible stuff to know how to break the diesel engine like that. And it is amazing skill, yeah. There, I should have been a bit more on the drill to save myself a second or two. That one was on me. I was just kind of mindlessly murdering enemies, because, what can you do? I take a sniper shot there. Thankfully, it gets armor gated. But that could have been pretty dangerous, putting me on my last down. Yeah. I think I have a massive amount of respect to the speedrunners who know the glitches to absolutely minimize the time you need to beat this game. This Glitchless is just, it's a little bit of a different skill. It's just, how good are you at casually playing the game? Right, there we go. So we're down to the last 20 seconds. Thankfully, I don't know, I should say thankfully. But, yeah, thankfully it's very easy to kill the Commissar. Like, you know, with all this drilling, you'd expect a really tough boss fight, but in reality, as you'll see when it opens up, we have a pretty ingenious method to kill him. So, yeah, before the doors even open, we just fan the hammer, we just mag dump our explosive rounds into the safe room, and the damage from that on normal blows him away to a point where the smoke doesn't even have time to clear. We can't even see his corpse. So at this point, what I do is I grab a bag of Coke, I put it on my back because that'll automatically secure, and we'll be all set there. Yeah, so that was those were the best runs I had from Saturday. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed.